Imogen, tell me, about the fact that, you are a female gender creative, and right now the female creatives right now are, coming out more and more. It's fantastic to see they're opening up production companies, and there's a buzz for female, directors, writers, and all that. How do you feel about being part of that? And do you feel, it is an exciting time for female creatives, or a challenging time still?
Yeah. I think they're always, I think it's a bit of both. Like, I think for any sort of creative, regardless of their gender, it's a really exciting time in terms of the tools that we have to make stories. And, like, for example, Screen Australia just funded a new TikTok series. So I think there's always like expanding platforms and ways to reach your audience and ways to tell screen stories. And I think, speaking from my perspective, I was quite lucky to benefit from the Gender Matters first round of funding that happened in 2017 that was specifically targeted towards addressing the gender imbalance in the film industry. So I was one of the writers chosen for the Smart for a Girl screenwriting program with Imogen Banks, the producer, and Alice Bell, the screenwriter. And that was while I was still at film school, I think, or in my final year of film school. So maybe it was, 2017. So yeah, in that way, I like directly benefited from older, I guess more established women reaching down and helping the younger generation of storytellers. And then I guess I've been very lucky that I've known in a lot of the writers' rooms I'm note taking in, and people I know, producers I know, development people I know, they tend to be women. So I think my experience so far, and obviously I'm quite new, like early in my career, it's been quite a welcoming atmosphere, but I definitely know that's not the story for everyone and not at every stage of the process necessarily. So I guess personally, I feel very optimistic, and I think the conversation is expanding not only to include gender, but people of color telling their stories, people with disabilities, people with different gender expressions and sexual identities, etc. So I think, there's like big conversations around representation and authenticity and who gets to tell what stories at the moment, which is really great and only sort of opens the door up for more people and more voices. So I'm happy to be a part of that, and kind of, I'm really excited to see what happens, in the Australian story scene.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. Who are, on your radar to work with in the future?
Whoa.
What's your wish list?
Oh my God. I don't know. Who is on my wish list? I guess, I don't know. There's so many people that I can think of. Like Bruna Papandrea is this incredible producer who started Made Up Stories, this company, and she works between LA and Australia, and they make a lot of adaptations from, books into films and TV shows. And I think she's a real powerhouse producer that I'd love to work with one day. But as a director, like, as I said before, like I love actors. I'm a big sucker for actors. So anything, any kind of project where it is that kind of intense collaborative environment with actors where we all feel like we're, trying something new, or there's that sort of trust between us is, however big or small, like whether it's a feature or a TV show or a web series, like I think the essence of the story is the same, and that sort of trust and collaboration is the same. So yeah, I don't know. There's lots of stories and lots of people to work with, so we'll see how we go.
Cool, cool.